But we then have good and bad stars, good and bad angels. And the top evil, wicked angel star is Satan. In Isaiah 14:13 he said, this is what God says of him, "For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God." That's not talking about the physical stars. That's neither here nor there. He wanted to sit on the throne of God and have dominion over all the angelic creation and physical creation, everything. "I will sit also upon the mountain of the congregation in the sides of the north." So Satan rebelled. And Revelation 12:4 explains what's happened. "And his tail," Satan, the dragon, "drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth." So 1/3 of the angels followed Satan down to the earth when he was cast out of heaven. So we can see now that this isn't talking about Satan pulling with his tail a lot of the physical gigantic galaxies down to the earth. These things couldn't crash onto the earth. As I said, the earth would fit into the sun, if it was hollow, 1 million times. So this is talking about the evil angels. And in Jude 1:13, we are told about wandering stars, to whom is reserved the blackness of darkness forever. These are again angels in rebellion. So now this lady we mentioned earlier, she said that she could foretell the future. That's what she said. People in the city need to know what is just around the corner. I can help with that. Well, I'm sure that means that her life is, she's in total control of her life, because she can see what's around the corner. She must have a successful marriage, must never have picked up a bad partner, must never have got into debt, because she can see just around the corner. No sickness, because she can see it coming. Really, really. Isaiah 46:10 says, this is God speaking about himself, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. Well, we have a conflict here, don't we? Christine Skinner is saying that she can do like God does. All the astrologers, all the witches, that's what they're saying, isn't it? God is saying, in Isaiah 46:10, that He's declaring then from the beginning and from ancient times the things that are not yet done. And He is saying that my counsel shall stand. They are telling me they can tell us what God is thinking and going to do. God says, and I will do all my pleasure. They are saying they know God's pleasure. It's so absurd. It's making me laugh. It's so absurd. Revelation 22:13 says, I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Well, no, I'm not saying that when you go to some school fet and there's somebody giving you astrological charts and all this, that they are directly serving Satan. They don't know. They have no idea what they're doing. But that doesn't change anything. You know, you might not know the dangers of playing with a Ouija board. That doesn't do away with the danger. Now, God challenges the future tellers. Didn't call them fortune, let's call them future tellers. Isaiah 41:21. Produce your cause, saith the Lord. Bring forth your strong reasons, saith the King of Jacob. So this is the eternal God's throwing down a challenge to Christine Skinner and her like. I have nothing against the lady. I don't know her. I'm sure she's quite pleasant, quite sincere. That doesn't mean what she's doing is not wrong. Bring forth your strong reasons. Let them bring them forth and show us what shall happen. Let them show the former things, what they be, that we may consider them, and know the latter end of them, or declare us things for to come. God is throwing down a challenge, telling us, you're so smart, you are so clever, don't even let's look into the future, let's look into the past. Before we go to the future, it says, let them show the former things. Forget about the future. This has already happened. Tell us what has happened. That's the challenge of God. Having dealt with the past, he says, what they be, that we may consider them, and know the latter end of them. Then he goes on and moves to the future. Or declare us things for to come. Then he goes even further. Verse 23, Isaiah 41. Show the things that are to come hereafter. I'm just laughing. It's just so absurd. After the world finishes and Christ has returned, as he will, God is saying, okay, you guys, you are so cute. Tell me what is going to happen. What kind of a system? What kind of a kingdom? What kind of a banking? What kind of a military? What kind of a government we are going to have hereafter? That we may know that ye are gods. Ye do good or do evil, that we may be dismayed, and behold it together. Yea. So he's saying, now do good, not only tell me, but now you do good and you do evil. Declare that you're going to do good. Declare that you're going to do evil. And then God said, we will both look at it together and watch it come to pass. Isaiah 41:24. Behold, ye are of nothing, and your work of naught. An abomination is he that chooseth you. Judith Levy, chief executive of the High and Mighty retail chain, it says here, an abomination is he that chooseth you.